Back in 1992, lawmakers and members of the housing community came together to create a funding source meant to help communities build homes that working folks could afford, the Sadowski Fund. And it's funded by you. Here's how it works. From just about every real estate transaction that happens in Florida, from buying a house to refinancing a mortgage, on every transaction, you pay a documentary stamp tax. 10 cents of that doc stamp tax goes into the Sadowski Affordable Housing Trust Fund. That money is supposed to go to counties and cities to create affordable housing. But here's the rub. The legislature can't seem to keep its hands off Sadowski. Anytime they can't balance the budget, which they are legally obligated to do, lawmakers move to raid the Sadowski piggy bank. In the past 15 years, about $2 billion have been swept from Sadowski and affordable housing to wherever the budget wasn't balanced. And it happened again with the budget passed earlier this year. Despite being in the middle of this housing epidemic, the legislature swept $125 million out of the Sadowski Trust Fund for fiscal year 2019-2020. That's more than half the money in the fund. Here's a breakdown of how much money each county would have received to help create affordable housing versus what it actually got. It's a lot of numbers, but we've done the math. And with the exception of Flagler County, every county in Central Florida is getting about 1/5 of the money it should have. Look at the breakdown. Orange County should have received more than $10 million. It got $1.8 million. Volusia County, slated for more than $4 million, received $812,000. Marion County budgeted for more than $2.6 million, but only gets $583,000. This is money local governments get to use to deal with affordable housing issues in their communities, our communities. In total, Central Florida counties were due more than $31 million of Sadowski funding. They got just 20.5% of that. Every year, the fate of hundreds of millions of dollars in affordable housing relief is tied to the passage of a bill by the Florida legislature. The bill mandates that money collected and deposited into the Sadowski Fund will be used in the spirit in which it was collected, helping communities get people into homes they can afford. But year after year after year, Sadowski money has been siphoned away and spent wherever legislators can't balance the budget, rated like it's a rainy day piggy bank. We wanted to know why this money can't seem to make it where it's supposed to go. The bills designating that Sadowski only go to affordable housing last year were sponsored in the House by Renee Plasencia and Senate by Debbie Mayfield. Both represent Central Florida districts. Neither were able to talk with us for this story. After being filed, Plasencia and Mayfield's bills then moved along to committees. For the House, it was Transportation and Tourism Appropriations Subcommittee. On the Senate side, Community Affairs. There, the bills should have been discussed and debated, except it doesn't look like there was any debate. According to records from the House and Senate subcommittees, these bills sat. We wanted to ask members of those committees who represent Central Florida why no action was taken on them. We contacted the offices of Representative David Smith and Senator David Simmons. Neither were available before our program went into production. So back to the bills. Late on April 30th, the House and Senate reached a budget deal. By law, the two chambers must have a balanced budget. They accomplished that in part by spending money earmarked for affordable housing elsewhere, which brings us to where we are today, with Central Florida counties getting just 20% of the money due them. We're on the verge of a new legislative session, a fresh chance for Florida lawmakers to resist raiding the Sadowski Fund and let it do what it's intended, to help provide homes. And if you think they should do that, then tell them. Phone calls, emails, or a good old-fashioned letter in the mail telling lawmakers hands off Sadowski money is a great start. As for us, our year-long look at Central Florida's affordable housing crisis continues next month. We have some big updates coming for you on the people we featured this year, and hopefully some progress to report on ideas to boost the amount of affordable housing. For the WESH 2 Chronicle team, thanks for joining us.